This show is clean, pretty much.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 803. Hello, it's Mike Matthews, broadcasting from the last place on Earth, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, California. Today I have part 2 of my Into an interview with the Burlington, North Carolina band CRUMB CATCHER. Plus, we hear from Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, John Deere the engineer, and poor Texas, with all their subsidized oil companies losing money because of the oil prices dropping. Mike's Daily Podcast. Oh wait, I have some stock in those oil companies. My mouth, I shouldn't be popping. Mike's Daily Podcast. Popping off my mouth, popping. Does it make you feel sorry for those oil companies? Then you remember paying $50 to fill your tank and going, not really. They deserve it. You know, that's just nice to get a break at the gas pump. And I think I made a mistake yesterday when I was talking about how I picked a bump on my forehead as a kid and it left Mike's Daily Podcast an indentation on my forehead. I said it was measles, but now I think it might have been the chicken pox. Mike's I don't remember. Daily. But now I have podcast. A third eye. Yeah. Because this indentation kind of looks like a third eye on my forehead. Well, I've had it my whole life. So am I third eye blind? I guess that's how it's gonna be, because I live a semi-charmed life. Oh, look who just walked in. Hello, Mike Matthews. It's Chely Shoehart, the gift shop supervisor. Oh my god, did you just make a third eye blind reference? I don't know. Because I'll never let you go, Chely. That's another one of their songs. And today I'm wearing a jumper. That's another one. Mike, step back from that ledge, my friend. Because you're not making very much sense. Per usual. Yes, per usual. And you look stupid in a jumper. Thank you. Look who else just walked in. Hello, Mike. This is Floyd the Floorman. And this is John Deere the engineer. Mike, I think it should be pointed out at this point that Third Eye Blind was a fantastic and extraordinary 90s band. They were from the Bay Area, so I kind of feel a connection to them, even though I wasn't living in the Bay Area at that time. Mike, oil companies suck! Shh, I still need my car to go places. You know, around the Bay Area, you hear a lot of people say, instead of car, they say car. I think there's a lot of people from, like, the Midwest. And Jenny McCarthy kind of has a Midwest accent. In fact, we heard her at the end of the last show, sounding very Midwestern. Sounding more like she was from Wisconsin. Talking about how she likes to kiss Donnie Wahlberg. It was a little bit unsettling. And then Madame Rutabaga on yesterday's show had a duct tape facial exfoliation. Ooh, Mike Matthews, that sounds really frightening. It was. It actually helped her, though. Made her look very nice. Her skin was soft and supple. Mike, I want soft and supple skin, too! Put duct tape on my face! Okay, all right. You don't have to order me around. Just ask nicely. So I will do that as I'm telling you this story about how a plunge in energy prices is hitting America's oil and gas producers, leading some firms to lay off workers while others struggle to get loans. A wide range of policymakers, investors, and economists think cheaper oil overall is going to benefit the U.S. economy principally by letting households spend more money on other things. Let's hear it for spending money on other things. Mike, are you going to pull the duct tape off my face now? No, Floyd, I'm not. The anticipation is killing me! I know, that's how it goes with hair removal and duct tape exfoliation. Okay, well, I'm ready whenever. Okay, Floyd. Compared to a month earlier, oil and gas exploration decreased in North Dakota, the state that has been central in America's energy industry transformation. Also in Texas, northern Louisiana, and southern New Mexico. Several people there in the oil industry expressed concern about the effect of lower oil prices. America's oil industry has grown rapidly in recent years thanks to a breakthrough in drilling technologies. The decline in oil prices since June has reflected slowing global economic growth and increased U.S. production, according to Reuters. Oil prices were up today, with a barrel of U.S. crude settling at $48.48. And it's interesting to note that the barrels that they put the oil in cost about $70 each to make. So the barrels are more expensive than the oil at this point. The U.S. oil and gas sector had been a particularly bright spot in the country's economy since the 2007-2009 recession. What do you think about low oil prices? You know, it's just amazing to go to a gas station here in the Bay Area and see gas prices well below $3. I'm sure there are parts of the country, maybe where you are, it's under $2. And huzzah to you! Mike, I'm ready whenever you are! You know, I rarely say huzzah on the show, John Deere the engineer. Yes, it's not really a term used much by anyone these days, except for theater people. Yes, theater people say huzzah a lot. Mike Matthews, I sometimes say huzzah. Or zounds. Oh no, Chely, you have to do it like this. Zounds! You're right, Mike Matthews. That's way better. Mike, I'm ready whenever you are. Email me, MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. We read your comments on the section emails from email. Also email me there if you'd like to be a guest on the show or if you'd like to sponsor the show. MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. And there's also the website, MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com, where you can find links to where to listen to the show in iTunes. Subscribe to the show in iTunes. When I post a new show, you'll get it right away, and you can also rate the show and comment on the show there. That helps our ranking in iTunes if you do that. There's also Facebook. We are on Facebook. Like the Facebook page when I post a new show. Share it with your friends, and more people will find out about us that way, too. There's also the Amazon link at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Click on that and buy something, and if you go through Mike's Daily Podcast to do whatever you're going to do on Amazon and purchase whatever you're going to purchase, we get a little bit of that. It helps us out, help support the show. There's also links to where to find us on YouTube, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spreaker, Mixcloud, Podomatic, Yelp, Tumblr, Twitter. We also have the blog, the Daily Podcast Picture, and all my past interviews are there at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com.
Into an interview.
Okay.
I'm speaking with CRUMB CATCHER. That includes Mark Kennedy, the lead singer and guitarist, also Matt Allen on bass, and Gregory Hopkins on drums, who will live forever and he will never die. He will be living forever, Gregory. You're going to learn how to fly. What's the music scene like in Burlington, North Carolina?
It's a tight-knit bunch of musicians around here. Everybody knows everybody, and everybody tries to support everybody, too. You see, I mean, it's anybody you know that plays is going to be at every show they can be at. Unless you got to work, you're going out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if nobody's out there listening to it, nobody's going to be doing it. So, cover bands, get that stuff, and, in 10 years, who's going to have any songs to cover if everybody's just a cover band?
Right. Wow. That's deep. That's true. Well, how did you guys all meet?
Well, I met Greg. He was the drummer in band side. He's actually been my drummer in several bands. And I met Mark. He emceed a show and told jokes in between the bands for a benefit everybody did for me after I had a lung collapse. And he did an acoustic set that night. Like everything you've heard on Fire, he used to just go around and do that acoustic. And one of the next, I hung out a lot, past that. But we played a show with him one night, and he just had a drummer. And I asked him afterwards if he wanted a bass player. He got my number, and I didn't expect it as quick. 2 days later, he called me, and he was like, "You coming to play bass at practice today?" And I did. I was like, "Well, I'm a guitar player and a banjo player. I don't have a bass." And he was like, "I got a bass. Come on over." And that's how I joined CRUMB CATCHER. I was thrown into it. I think the first day I had to learn like 7 songs. We had a show coming up the next week or something like that. Yeah. And he would have them all remembered, the practice after.
He threw you into the fire.
Yeah.
Well,
I did.
And then how did you get into writing songs, Mark?
I have just been doing it my whole life since I started playing guitar. I mean, I think I started learning, basic stuff at 10, and then really got a guitar and probably around 13, 14, probably 14. And I just learned a few cover songs, like a Metallica Black album, because probably when I was in 6th grade or 7th grade. And then I just got bored of learning those songs. So, like, the only cover songs I know are, like, Iron Man and Hum As You Are, like, the three everybody knows, you know. And then I got into writing my own stuff and especially chords. Mark's songs themselves are hard enough to remember, so he doesn't have any room to learn other people's stuff. I just practice them. I practice a lot. And, yeah, every song I write, I usually can't play when I first write it. And I have to practice. But I get into that, like getting in the zone with that.
Awesome. Well, what's your next gig going to be?
It's January 24th, and it's at a place up here called the Public House. The Front Street Public House. Yeah, in Burlington. It's a real big musicians bar. Like, it's actually, like, most of our, a couple of our friends that play in other bands are the bartenders there. And we're playing with another big group of friends of ours, Nathan, Arizona, and the New Mexicans. They're a good sized band around here. I mean, everybody really likes them, you know, so it should be a really good show.
And then what's the latest project you guys are working on?
Well, we have twice as many songs as are on Fire. Like, so eventually we would like to get in the studio and record, because we got a lot of great songs, I think. We're thinking about doing a 3-song EP single here soon. Yeah, we may do that. And we're talking about a split 7-inch with another local band. Yep. So anyway, we would like to record, I guess that's a future thing, and then play more shows. Just keep playing shows.
I think you should keep playing shows, because your music sounds great, and it makes you want to dance. And Dishwasher is another one. And I love the lyrics in this, and you make a reference to a boyfriend in Mexico. And what inspired these lyrics?
I was just working at IHOP, and IHOP is a central theme. Well, it is kind of a central theme of Fire, because that's where I was working for a lot of the time that I was probably writing Fired, and I got fired from IHOP.
And that's the name of the album, is Fired.
Yeah, I've been fired a lot. Dishwasher. Anyway, there was a dishwasher there who was Spanish, and she didn't speak any English, is what the song says. And I kind of had a little, crush on her, and I never knew what to say, and it was really awkward. And it turned out like she did have this like really terrible boyfriend, and she moved back to Mexico.
Oh.
I found that out later. But anyway, that's kind of it, and I just kind of took that general thing and then made it its own, own story.
IHOP had some really good pancakes over the holidays, and I didn't get to have any of them. There was some interesting, like an eggnog one. I don't know. What?
Oh, God, those f***ing eggnog pancakes. I hated serving there on the holidays.
Well, I'm sorry. You know what? I have not been to an IHOP in a while. I noticed the people that leave IHOP are usually, if they walked in not obese, they definitely come out of the IHOP obese. It's strange.
Yeah. Dude, around here they go in obese, though. They go in, oh my God. You should see, here's the truth, man. Burlington is a big, just like this medium, what it is. It's a medium restaurant. Yeah. And let me tell you something. Working at IHOP, there's these people who would come in there who are canes. I mean, using canes, just obese, just hanging over. You could not see the chair. I'm not joking. They were huge. And they were both eating like these spinach and spinach omelets, thinking they and would sit there every week talking about how they were losing weight and being healthy by ordering a spinach omelet. Like, those things are not any healthier because they had 6 leaves of spinach. Everybody was fat who ate in there. It was
because don't they put a lot of butter in that omelet anyway?
Man, they put so much butter, and then they give you 3 pancakes with it. They all eat 6 leaves of spinach. The pancakes will burn right off.
Oh my gosh! I need to go and eat at an IHOP now. It sounds like
that was pretty good. I used to eat because I got to eat there for free, so I was crushing
everything. That's pretty cool.
Every day.
And you meet hot ladies from other countries.
Wait, what? Yeah. You're Spanish. You're Spanish. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, it's very, got him off. Yeah.